Hey, everybody, it is Tuesday and it's 2 o'clock. So that means it is time for Top 5 Tuesday. I am your host from Crate Insider. I'm Kate Dillon and welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. And I've got lots of exciting stuff for you today. So, first of all, I love to do giveaways live on the show. And so, if you're new here, all you need to do is drop in a comment. And then one of the things that we have is a Crate Insider t-shirt right here. And we've got that in whatever size. So you can win the Crate Insider t-shirt. I know I have a second giveaway around here. And hey, Curtis, can I get that other t-shirt, please? And yeah. One thing I do love to always reflect on at the beginning of the year is just all the things I'm grateful for. And one of the things I'm super grateful for is for my awesome team. So you hear me calling out for Curtis or Tori, and I'm so grateful for my amazing team. Our second giveaway, and he'll come with that in a second, is going to be a t-shirt from Hammond Motorsports. And I'm really looking forward to this weekend. I'll get to see Dave Hammond from Hammond Motorsports. And one of the things that's one of his most popular products on our website is the caster camber gauge kit. And so this caster camber gauge kit for setting up your chassis is absolutely phenomenal. You've got this special bracket right here to hold an intercomp gauge, and then all of these different attachments or different ways to do that in this signature box where it's all labeled and everything. So really cool. It's just one of the highlights that I just wanted to point out to you of the highlighted products. We love our caster camber gauge kits from Hammond Motorsports, and definitely great for Dave Hammond. We're going to see him this weekend. Is that a Hammond shirt? Yeah, they're in that box that's right over there. Anyway, I'm going to have a Hammond shirt. So if you know what my sign said last week, then drop that into the comments. And why we have our sign is It's a Secret this week is because coming up this weekend, I have been talking about it and I'm not going to stop for the next couple of days, is the Cars Racing Show in Hickory, North Carolina. And I'm so excited because, you know, the whole idea of a secret, there's going to be a lot of show specials. And I know that some of the things that I'm looking at, even anything that's in my store will have some show specials that will only be available at the show. And so I'm not even going to announce what those are. You just got to be there and you'll get some really killer deals for sure. So anyway, we're going to have a Hammond Motorsports shirt and I'm really excited to be able to give that away. It's yeah, I can see the box, but anyway, it's right over there. Anyway, so let's go ahead and I'm going to say hi to some folks. And if you have any questions, you're welcome to drop them into the comments. I see Sean is here, and Tony, and Scott, and Joseph, and Tommy, and Terry, and Mike, and Philip. Philip says, any new Crate Advantage parts here? Let me grab that here. Any new Crate Power Advantage parts? Well, you know, that's one thing I'm hoping to learn at the show, to see if anybody has some parts that are going to give us an advantage, obviously. We always want that. Yeah, I mean, gosh, I don't really have anything new or groundbreaking yet. And hopefully that'll be next weekend. Hang on just a second here, Curtis. There's a box right next to the U-line box. That's the box. Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I see Mike is here and Tony and Mark. Oh, from Forest City. Mark is here from Forest City. I was just over in the Forest City area. In fact, there's a giant U-Haul right over here because we're packing up to go to the show. So we're excited. Here's our Hammond Motorsports shirt. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the package. And this one happens to be a 2X. So if you wear a 2X, then it'll be most appropriate for you. And it is blue. That is really cool. I love this shirt. That's pretty cool. And we've got on the back, we have Hammond Motorsports. And of course, you can see Dave in person at the Cars Racing Show in Hickory, North Carolina. It is January 7th and 8th. So on Friday, the 7th, our show will be from 10 a.m. till 7 p.m. And on Saturday, it'll be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can get tickets now. Go to CarsRacingShow.com. The tickets are $10 in advance or $15 at the door. So whichever you prefer, it will be faster and easier for you to check in if you've already pre-registered online. So just throwing that out there. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and take a look at our top 5 products of the week. And in the number 5 spot is from our friends at Lube. And so we've got our Lube. It's nano ceramic grease. It's perfect with the syringe here. It's perfect for precision greasing bearings. And we have a video on that as well. And what you really want to do with bearings, instead of really packing the grease in like the old days, you really want to grease like every other hole in your bearings, in your wheel bearings, and that will give us better performance because you won't have as much friction. One of the things you want to do with grease is you want some airflow to get the cooling going, and that's been figured out there. And Lube is a great grease for that. And to come in the syringe, it allows you to do it in a precision method. So that's in the number 5 spot. And the syringe runs $16.99. And of course, we've got those in stock. All right, next up in the number 4 spot this week is finally got these back in stock. It's been months and I'm so glad, and I have no idea how long these are going to last, but our NGK spark plugs. So a set of spark plugs. These have been our favorites for years. Tried lots of different spark plugs, and these are really at the top of the list. NGK spark plugs, these run $27.92 for a set of 8. And that I'm just so excited to have them again. It was a long time of waiting for sure. All right, next up in the number 3 spot is from our friends at Daytona One. And I got to give a big shout out to Daytona One for stepping up to be the presenting sponsor for the Cars Racing Show this weekend. Everything ties back to the show. But Buck from Daytona One. He's going to be doing a couple of seminars at the show. And one of them is to teach people about lubricants. And if you can be smarter about the different factors that are involved with lubrication is key, especially when it comes to crates. We're always doing whatever we can to reduce friction, and we're pretty limited on horsepower, so we have what we have. But anytime we can release more horsepower, or cut down on cooling and cut down on friction, all of those things are a great way to move your racing program ahead. Another seminar he's going to be doing is all about tire treatments. And I don't talk about that on the show a lot. There are areas of the country where treating tires is perfectly legal. So if you're not in one of those areas of the country, it's not really, it's very, very much against the rules where, in my area of the country in North Carolina, but other places it's perfectly legal. And so to learn about tire treatments and properties of tires, there will be another seminar all about tire treatments and the latest and greatest things that have been discovered there. So pretty exciting. If I don't get a chance to sit in on that one, I will probably set up a camera or something because I want to learn more and want to, always want to learn as much as I possibly can. Speaking of, lots of seminars at the Cars Racing Show. I don't know. You won't have to hear about it after next week. So I'm just really, really excited. All right, next up in the number 2 spot is our 602 matched valve springs. We just got another shipment of valve springs. And what it means for them to be matched is we take them out of the boxes, all of them, and we rate them individually. There's lots that just don't make the cut that are weaker than what we would want to put out there. So those go off to the side, and then we match up the rest. And that way we've got like pressures, and that way you don't have a cylinder that has far more pressure on one spring versus another, setting that off in, like that. So the 602 matched valve springs, I don't remember what they run. We don't have labels on this one yet. I think they're like $129.75 if I'm not mistaken. All right. Okay, we've got our top product in hand, and let's see if there's any questions here. Oh, we got Neil here, Hooker Harness in the house this weekend. Yes, I'm really excited. Oh, I usually have my Hooker stuff right behind me, but the guys from Hooker, so Neil and Scott, are going to be at the Cars Racing Show. Perfect place to learn more about seatbelts and get yourself all set up for the right seatbelts. And plus they make some other cool products. They've got some pit mats. We loved their shock covers and their covers for the rack covers as well. Rack boots. I was trying to think of the words. But they'll have that. I'm sure they'll have that in their booth. Really looking forward to being able to hang out and have a good time. So definitely check out Hooker Harness, and they're going to be at the Cars Racing Show in Hickory, North Carolina this weekend. We're all going to have a really good time, and I hope you'll join us there. All right. And in our top spot this week, and then we'll go to our giveaways, is our AntiReversion Mufflers. So these are a 3-inch, 3 in, 3 out. And these are used, you want to have a 3-inch collector. This is mild steel. They are designed by Hendren Racing Engines and produced by Profab, and these run $99. So $99 each for the anti-reversion mufflers. Really a great way to boost the torque and help you get off the corner a little bit faster. So we're always looking for torque. So with that, let me take a look at our winners here. And for our first winner, if you just left a comment, then you will win a Crate Insider t-shirt, and that is Tommy Eastridge. So Tommy, if you would, please send a private message to the Crate Insider Facebook with your size and your address, and we'll get that all sent out to you. And then next up, for the person who knew my sign last week, we've got the Hammond shirt, and this is going to Tony White. So Tony, if you would, please send Crate Insider a private message with your address, and we will get that sent out to you. Well, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I'm going to jump off of here, and I'm going to go pack up this giant U-Haul that's just right outside the door there. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you guys. Any of you who are coming to the Cars Racing Show, I will be there. Lots of different places around the show. I'll just be floating around all over the place. But definitely come by and say hi. And yeah, anyway, it's going to be a great show, and I'll look forward to seeing you there. And then, of course, I will be back here next Tuesday to tell you how awesome it was. All right. Happy New Year and have a great week.